It took 44 songs until we heard a song and then heard the same song again on the shuffle. That I find interesting. I mean, it's probably also predictable, because if you hear any given random song, there's only a 10% chance you're going to hear that song again right after it, assuming we're interrupting the shake, yes? That hopefully makes sense. It took, I think it was 6 or 7 songs until we got our first repeat. Not a sequential repeat, but just a song and then that song again at some point later on. It happened almost right. Matt was like, okay, I saw him, he was watching, he's like, wait a minute, we just saw 5 songs. And it's the same, it's different artists, different artists. It's the same thing you just talked about, Rule, and then all of a sudden a repeat came up, like, okay, now I can relax again. And then that song came up a third time, and you looked again, you're like, what the hell? Good. It took 24, I believe, songs until we heard every band at least one time. Did you catch that? It was NoFX. They came in at, I think it took 24 songs until we finally heard them. Okay? And there's a neat mathematical problem in that too. Like, how long do you have to wait until you hear each of the songs at least once? But I'm not here to test that today. There's all kinds of stuff we can test with randomness. I'm here to test whether or not we think the randomizer is randomizing properly. What do you think? Rather than just tell, we're going to test it after the break. What do you think based on this? Are we seeing a decent distribution of songs if the randomizer was testing randomly? What do you think? Gut feelings. We hear yes. I got to vote for yes. Other votes? You might not have an idea, that's okay. But what's your gut tell you right now? No. Okay, good. So you got a yes, you got a no. We got a yes. Good. There is a magical p-value up there that probably won't tell you a whole lot right now because you don't know what your hypotheses are yet. It's huge. 0.65 is huge.
What was the question again?
The question is it being random enough? If there's only 10 songs on this, there's only 10 songs on this, and we played it 50 times, exactly, that makes the math easier later, we're going to test. Is this indicative of random enough? Let me ask you one more question to think about. How many times should you have heard every song? If there are exactly 10 songs in the playlist and we played it exactly 50 times? 5. Well, that makes perfect sense, yes? You should be 5 times each, on average, over time. Now, this is not very much time, 50 songs. It's just on average. But based on this relatively small sample, what do you think? What do you think? Anything bother you? Excellent. So we got a bunch of no's, a bunch of yeses being random enough, a couple, but I'm not sure about the randomness. Let's take 5, get recharged, come back, here's our data, we'll play with it. We'll play with it. Yes, for sure. Yes. This is tied in.